you are, what is it you do for a living? Do you organize events like this? Are you in the green industry? What do you do?
I did trade shows for over 20 years.
So you're a trade show expert.
Trade shows, and also I've been growing for over 40 years.
Oh, okay. You do both. And
Do
so
both.
when you see this legalized, naturally you would go, well, they need a trade show.
They need the business up.
Yeah, they need a business up.
I mean, if this is going to be...
They need to get up off their lazy... I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to imply that.
That's all they want to do.
But they need to, and they need to help people who are interested in the business, like every other trade show business does.
Exactly.
Is this trade show just happening here, or are you touring the country with this sort of thing?
Well, this is the very first one of its kind because it's the first time we could ever do anything like this.
Right.
So as soon as this one's over, we do have plans to start touring the country. We
Now,
want
it
to
will
do
be
6 of them.
all about pot, or if I just happen to be the one guy who likes growing tomatoes.
Wink, wink.
No, not wink, wink. Can I learn something? Because I find the hydroponics and all of that very fascinating. I wish I had vegetables through the winter, and I don't.
Yeah.
And I like to. I think this whole industry is growing up. I think there's another industry for you: indoor gardening in the winter.
There is.
It is, isn't it?
There really is.
And
there's a lot of talk about that.
There's huge. I'd like to be involved in that part of the business.
Yeah.
There's huge. Of course, the cannabis industry is huge, but it's also turning people on to the fact that you can grow things, and it's so rewarding. And yet, here in the Pacific Northwest, from about October till now,
You can't do anything.
we sit on our duffs. So, okay, let's first talk about the pot part of it. Obviously, and we've already heard this, you can't smoke in the Tacoma Dome, so don't even think about it.
Or the parking lot. Nowhere on the property.
People are going to think about that, though.
They're going to think about it.
But they're not going to do it. Will they get arrested?
Probably, I wouldn't get arrested, no. But they could
Well,
get
then, all
a ticket.
Let's not dwell here. You
But
said
as
everyone heard you say.
Yeah,
we're
but
good.
as Jody says, be cool, people.
Be cool, man.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Did anyone ever tell you your beard reminds me of the older guy on Sons of Anarchy?
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Cliff.
Cliff.
You bet.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, you have that. You have that grizzled. It's a cool beard.
Thanks.
Very nice. It's not Santa. It's different.
No.
It's kind of like Dan Lewis hair too. Okay, but I don't know if he had a beard. All right. So now you're here to tell us about it. What can I expect, and who should come?
Anybody that has anything that wants to be in the cannabis business, the first 2 days of the show, Thursday and Friday, is strictly open to businesses. Any local businesses can come in for free. We're sending out invitations to all the 502 applicants, and we have over
Just for businesses.
Just for businesses. The first 2 days is business to business.
Okay, and these are people interested in being in related businesses. So it's kind of seminars and things for them.
Exactly.
Got it.
Strictly
What?
for them.
How do you determine if someone's a valid business? Do they need to identify themselves with a business card? How does that work?
Business card, business license, and they'll have to actually do it.
Because a business card anybody can print up at home.
Absolutely.
Business license, you have to have a tax ID number and all of that. Okay.
Right.
Now, I have a business license. I have a creative services, and maybe I need something for my creative.
He'll let you in,
creative
Joe.
services.
You're in the media.
That's
He'll let you-
okay.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Joe, he'll let you help set
Absolutely.
up if you want.
Well, I'm just curious, and I know there are going to be hundreds of vendors already signed up for this thing, right?
Yeah,
do you anticipate a sellout?
we do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised at how big it's gotten. I mean, way more than I expected.
Do you anticipate national and global media attention?
My daughter lives in Perth, Australia, and she called me the other day and saw an article in their local newspaper.
That's figuring. And then so that's the first 2 days, and then on the weekend is it Ollie Ollie Oxen Free?
Open to the public.
Okay. And what will the public come in and see?
They're going to come in and see glass. They're going to come in and see all the new things to do the concentrates. They're
When you
gonna-
say glass, what do you mean glass?
all the pipes.
Oh, they have pipes. Okay.
Pipes. Part of the show is we've got the largest glass blowing competition in the nation going on. First place is 15,000 cash. Second place is 10,000.
Do
Third
I need to
place
be
is
21
5,000.
for that particular thing, or no?
You do have to be 21 to get into the show.
You have to be 21 to get in the show.
Well, 18, but
All right.
Well, you're in Dale.
Well, you're very lax.
You're in Dale. You're
Well,
in,
9, but
We
we're
have a 9.
You're in Dale Chihuli's backyard here. The glass museum's right down the road. You
Got
think
a
he's gonna
ringer.
come in there?
well,
right, so-
502 says 21, but
All right,
you can come in at 18.
So that
Look around.
stuff, the glass and glass blowing, very interesting. What about? Let's get into the gardening a little bit.
Yeah, well,
What
we
can you tell
have-
me?
Well, partly to show this, partly just to show that it's not all about cannabis. Cisco Morris, Gardening with Cisco, is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to be speaking for an hour.
Cisco is coming.
Cisco's coming.
Right on.
He's lonely without Megan Black. He wants to do something. He's gonna speak about gardening, and so you will have some
Just
general
gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
See,
necessarily
so if
about
I'm
cannabis, but
interested in general gardening,
come to the show.
I might be wearing Groucho Marx nose and glasses. Though.
You can be.
I
at
still
this
feel.
place.
I still feel like it's illegal. I will always feel like it's illegal.
You don't have to be paranoid in Washington State. You're not doing anything wrong.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And this is the same
know it's
weekend.
hard.
This is the same weekend as HempFest, right? Aren't you running shuttles back and forth?
We are running
You're a
shuttles back and
genius.
The
forth.
shuttle is a genius move. You bet it is.
Friggin'
We also have a.
Watch for the slow-moving vehicles. When you go.
Slow down.
Well, you haven't, and you haven't heard the best part yet. I think it's what.
Well,
you're
we
gonna
also have a
Little
music
bags of Doritos
festival
with
going
the
on.
coat on.
No, a music festival in Black Diamond with free
Exactly.
shuttles going out there.
Oh, cool. Who's playing in Black Diamond?
We don't know. It's gonna be a lot of local bands.
Oh, cool. Oh, they have a festival out there already. Is this the? Do they have like the tree something or other?
No, we don't know yet. Doesn't matter because between HempFest and then going to the Tacoma Dome and then going out
Sure.
to the country to see some music,
Yep.
nobody's gonna care as long as there's somebody on stage with a guitar.
Awesome.
You're a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Second time.
Nah.
The second time I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I don't
it.
need
Good
big,
stuff.
huge names. That's for sure.
All
It's
right.
the place.
Will
and
we
the nice thing about this
actually
event
see-
center
yeah.
is it's 420 friendly.
Yes.
The event center.
That we're going to out in Black Diamond is
That'll be
420
420
friendly.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's again. That's
So
something
there's
freaks me out.
3 places connected. One of them you're gonna learn at, and 2 of them you're gonna party at.
There
Okay,
you
but
go.
wait a minute. I thought they.
It's like high school. For
I thought you said it
Friggin'
were
genius.
Hempfest is not technically.
Girl, please don't even.
Okay, I'm
go
not even
on.
going to
Yeah.
mention.
HempFest is fine now. I mean, in the police.
The police were handing out Doritos last year.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, I got it. All right.
From what they were saying, the police are actually asking them to smoke this year. I'm not
Do it
sure
in
how
there.
that goes, but
Well, I
yeah.
remember my parents used to say, "Do it responsibly. Do it right here in front of us." And I was like, "That's not cool.
That's no fun.
No interest in that." Okay. Anyone wants information? What should they do?
They can go online to canacon.org. It's probably the easiest way.
CANNA
CON.
Do we have another pot report story today, Joe, or is
That's the pot report for
Bob
today.
smart as it? Thank you, Bob. hang out with us. We're going to do
I will.
other things.
A text messenger just offered his bookkeeping services. You need a bookkeeper for the event? No, you're good.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
But
got
thank you.
Hadn't thought of bookkeeping.
Now we've got
Come on,
it.
dude. This guy's a genius.
I'm a fan of the text messenger.
And can I comment for just for a second? May I touch your personal effects? Color of his phone, Bob.
Canacon Green.
Look at that.
Color of his iPad.
It's all green.
He's gone.
Pretty.
Very
He's
nice.
gone green, man.
You said
Nice.
you grew for 40
It's a
years.
greenish.
You must have only recently been able to kind of come out of the closet, so to speak, on that, right?
Very definitely. I moved down here a year ago, and I kind of hid out up in Birch Bay for a long time.
What's the hardest part about growing this stuff? I mean, I know they call it a weed and it's supposed to grow easily, but it seems to be a huge science.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, is it?
It's a full-time job. I have 3 guys that work for me full-time, and I've only got like 32 plants.
No kidding. But you're not really growing. You're cultivating a product that has specific properties. It has been medicinal, but also it could be recreational, and you are cultivating it for potency, for consistency, and things like that.
Right.
But if you just throw a seed in the ground, it will grow.
It will grow.
But what you'll get, who knows, right?
Like what we used to get back in high school. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You know what that is.
No, believe me. Until I flipped out in 1989, I'm totally with you. Yes, Pedro.
No. I was going to ask, can we repeat the days? Some people are asking the days.
People are like,
Yeah, they're
when
actually-
was it again?
The 14th through the 17th.
Of
It's 4
August.
days long.
August 14th through the 17th.
Correct.
Canacon.org.
Org.
CANNACON. Valerie Harper is still alive. This is really a wonderful story for cancer survivors and for anybody who gets the really bad news that, you never know. Now there are reports that she is absolutely cancer-free.
And she came out yesterday to say that's not exactly
That's not entirely
the case.
true.
Yeah.
She was given as little as 3 months to live 1 year ago, and she was very upfront about it. She's on a show on a cable network or something. She's on some show that she's promoting now that she shot. They gave her, she had to shoot it within 2 weeks, and she had to speak up yesterday because when those reports came out that she was absolutely cancer-free, she said, well, it's an erroneous quote. I am not absolutely cancer-free. I wish I were. Right now, I am cautiously optimistic about my present condition. I have hope for the future. My brain cancer is incurable and terminal, but guess what? Not today. There's all manner of suffering in the world, not all of it by any stretch related just to cancer or to illness. But don't go to the funeral before it's time. And it's a great attitude. We're all here for a voyage, a journey, an experience, however long it lasts, right?
You never know.
Absolutely.
And the fact that she's here a year later, that's
Amazing.
amazing.
It is.
And she could be here for a long time to come.
Go ahead and say it.
What?
Go ahead.
What did you think I was going to say?
You're gonna make it
No.
after all.
No, I did not think that.
She throws her hospital
I
thing
thought
in there.
that you were going to say, no, I thought that you were going to say,
It was bunk and she was PRing the whole time?
well, not that it was bunk.
Oh, yeah, my conspiracy theory side.
Nobody would ever say it was bunk, but remember when she was on the magazines and she was given this terminal illness?
months to
What
live.
did you say?
Oh, right.
She ain't dying. Don't you remember?
I do remember. What did I say?
Maybe you like
ain't dying.
jujued her out of it or something, but you called it. You were just like,
said she
she's
was-
going to be here in a year.
I did say that
Yes.
because this would be the greatest publicity she should
Right.
get.
I'm
And
not trying
didn't
to say
Jody
that.
bet you $500 if we're remembering back that
No.
day? I believe you.
But really,
did,
I was
but-
talking out of my left nostril. I didn't know anything. And I'm not really a conspiracy theory guy, but what I am is just paranoid usually, that whatever I'm hearing isn't exactly the story.
Well, maybe you put something positive out there for her.
Oh,
I'll give you that. Maybe you
Yeah.
like threw it out there like, no, you
Was there any cannabis involved with that?
no.
could
no.
be.
Unless
man.
it resides in you 25 years later.
What he meant for you,
No,
he meant for
he's-
Valerie.
Oh, for Valerie. Was she on medicinal? Oh.
Bob, CBD.
By the way,
I
I
got him
wondered that.
thinking now.
I wonder if I had an illness for which it was prescribed if I would take it.
CBDs are extending extending the lives of people with terminal cancer diagnosis.
Then I would take it, but
beyond-
I would want the decaffeinated.
Can I show you something?
Bob
real-
has
real quick?
first-hand account of this.
My mom, back in October, got diagnosed with lung cancer. She was having a lot of heart problems. They caught it real early, but it was right between her lobes, so they couldn't operate to get it out.
Right.
Because of all the heart attacks, they ended up not being able to give her the chemo or the radiation because she had 13 heart attacks in a week when they started.
Oh my God.
So they basically said, sorry. nothing we
Can't
can
do anything for you.
I sent her down some medibles that you eat, and I just showed him. We got a text back about a month ago that her test results came back. She's cancer-free.
Cancer free.
That's no joke.
That's amazing.
Right in my phone.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I don't know. Like I said with Valerie Harper, I don't know. Here's another one. 2 years after being given a year to live, Robin Roberts from Good Morning America was told that she is a walking miracle. She underwent a bone marrow transplant. She's a breast cancer survivor. She says she still receives low-intensity chemotherapy shots, so she may not be cancer-free. They're working it so you can live with stuff so long that you may as well you might go from something else.
Dude, we have been living in the dark ages of cancer treatment, chemo and radiation. I mean, you poison people trying to kill these cancer cells, so literally you poison them. That's what you do.
Yep.
But you open the doors to other methods,
Yeah.
cannabis maybe, who knows?
We'll
All
have quite
interesting.
a few seminars at the show about the medical uses of cannabis.
Oh yeah, so that's
a
the one
few.
we didn't mention. We mentioned growing. We mentioned getting cool pipes. We mentioned Cisco for
Right.
tomatoes, but we did not
Tourism.
mention the health concerned people should be there as well.
Yeah, a lot of health people. We've got tourism there. I mean, all kinds
All
of
right.
stuff.
Canacon.org. We'll put a link at bobrivers.com. Thank you very much, Bob Smart, for
You're
being
welcome.
with us.
Thanks for having me.